Segment 2, Northtown Neighborhood News Magazine, a presentation of Sonny Hirsch and myself. Dial us up on the web at www.ntnm.org. All our shows are on YouTube over the last 7 years. Feel free to watch. Oh, hi, Chana. Chana, and the reason I mention her, and I don't want to mention the last name, is because she actually has watched every single show on YouTube. And for that alone, you deserve a medal. So thank you. I appreciate that. And never actually met her in person. Doesn't even live in Chicago, but thank you very much. Community Policing, caps24.org. Sonny Hirsch in his spare time is chairman of the District Advisory of the 24th District. Community policing in the 24th District is alive and well. We welcome our new police commander, Thomas Waldera, who I happen to like a lot from our first meeting. Very intelligent, knowledgeable guy who doesn't have to retire in the next year or two either, so maybe he'll stick around for a little bit. And anyway, if you see graffiti in our area, take a picture on your cell phone, go to caps24.org, email it. It goes directly to the police. They'll determine if we have gang activity. They'll determine if it's just, a tagger, which means some vandal, just wanting to mark things up or whatever. Anyway, it is a pleasure to have somebody who's been on the show a number of times over the years, the executive director of the West Ridge Chamber of Commerce, Amie Zander. How you doing?
Hi, Avi. Thanks for having me.
First of all, thank you. And there's always stuff going on with the chamber and in the neighborhood.
There is. We've been really busy. We're actually starting our first farmers markets this summer. So
now that's really cool, despite the fact that I've got my own vegetable garden. I think that's great.
Yes, it's really cool. It's the first one that's going to be in this ward, and we're really excited about it. And the first one is July 7th. It's going to be every Sunday, for every first Sunday of the month. I shouldn't say every Sunday. Every first Sunday of the month at Republic Bank in the parking lot. 2720 Devon.
Oh, so 4 block walk from you. That'll
Yeah,
be
nice and close. So we're hoping to have, we're a City of Chicago sponsored market, so we're going to have some City of Chicago vendors for fruits and vegetables, and then we're also going to have local vendors from Devon Avenue and throughout the community. So we're really excited about it. It's been a big project and taken a lot of time up this winter, but we're really excited about it.
That's very cool. I've actually been to 3 other farmers markets because we don't have one in the neighborhood.
Well, and that's the thing. They're kind of people who go to farmers markets are into them, and they tend to travel for them. So we're really hoping that this is going to bring people from our community that have been going to other ones because we don't have one, and then also bring in some new people who want to come to our neighborhood and can see what a cool neighborhood we have and all these unique things that you're not going to be able to get at the farmers market in some other neighborhood.
It's interesting because, I got to tell you, I love this. One of the reasons I love this neighborhood is there's so many different exotic raw, and I keep kosher, raw ingredients I can get.
Yep.
It's like my favorite niece is like real excited. Oh, I started using turmeric. And she had no idea there was even something known as fresh. But all I got to do is walk to anyone in a number of places, within a few blocks of here. And I brought up some fresh stuff last time I saw her, just to show her what it's actually like.
Yeah, it's so cool in our neighborhood. I mean, that's what one of the charms is that we have so many different varieties of foods and sweets. And, even if you keep kosher, we have quite a few kosher places now. And there are, like you said, a lot of raw ingredients that you can buy that work. So that's what we're hoping this market's really going to encompass all of those things. So that
and by the way, a lot of the local merchants are very nice about trying to cater to the kosher crowd and get stuff. Like, for instance, if I go to the corner store here, I'll find more things that are likely, because it's a Jewish neighborhood, if given a choice between a kosher and a non-kosher item, they'll pick the kosher item if all things are similar, because they know that Jewish people buy that.
Yeah, and that's the way I think a lot of our merchants are smart like that. They know who their clientele is. They know that even the Muslim community will tend to eat kosher if they're given an option between kosher and not. A lot of times they'll eat kosher.
Their rules are very similar to ours, and ours are actually stricter in many ways.
Yeah, so they know that if they get something kosher, it's going to work for them. So
as a matter of fact, before there was all the halal meat here, they used to go to the kosher places specifically. And I still remember reading an article about Kareem Abdul-Jabbar when he was in Milwaukee, when he was with the Milwaukee Bucks, saying, "Thank God for the Jewish people in Milwaukee, because if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't have any meat to eat."
Nothing to have, right? Yeah, I mean, and we have so many meat markets and fish markets, and this is such a cool neighborhood and things that you really can't get in most of the rest of the city of Chicago. So we hope this is going to bring in just an influx of people to come and check out what great things we have here.
No, that'll be cool, and there's definitely variety beyond belief. Yeah, it's like Channel 11. Well, you've had walking tours and stuff like that, and different organizations give tours in the neighborhood.
We do, yeah. We just had for May. In May, it was Asian Heritage Month, so we just did a couple of different tours of Devon Avenue, and then we get requests. I can't even tell you how many times I get calls from Girl Scout troops and high schools that are doing a unit on India or Pakistan, and they want to come to Devon Avenue. So we're actually in the process of working with Colleen Taylor-Senn. She's a local author who lives in the neighborhood, on a package tour that people can come to us and actually take a tour, because we get so many calls, and it's hard to keep track of all of them and to really give everybody what they want. So we're actually working on kind of a standard tour that we can kind of jazz up if people want more, and tone down if they want just a little bit less. So we're really excited about that. That's a new thing that the Chamber's doing. Cool.
That's very cool. And has there been any upswing in business activity, downswing, any trends you see?
Things that we're seeing a lot more Muslim stores opening up on Devon. That's something that's changing, and we don't really know why that is, if it's based on immigration patterns or if that's just the way the market is going. I don't know why, but we are seeing a lot more Muslim stores coming into Devon. We have been working with the Jewish community. There's a group really working to bring in some new Jewish businesses to Devon and to Toohey Avenue. So we're.
Oh yeah, you were mentioning a guy's name.
Yeah, Howard Rieger. So
hey,
hopefully
we want
you can meet
on the
him.
show, Howard.
Yes, I want you to meet Howard. But he's really interesting, and he's passionate about trying to bring back what kind of businesses are going to be a good fit for the neighborhood. We have so many young families coming in that, keep kosher. Maybe we need more restaurants. Maybe we need more grocery. Maybe we need none of that. Maybe we need more insurance salespeople.
Actually,
I don't know.
It's interesting because you've got all these new synagogues going up too. We've got one right on the corner of Pratt in California that's opening up in the next couple of months.
Yeah, and that's a direct, I think, there's a correlation there. Why do we have more synagogues opening up if we wouldn't have that if the population wasn't growing?
Well, no, the population is definitely growing, and plus the fact that, you look at all the kids that these families are having.
Yeah, we were just talking about that. There's so many, you see women walking down the street with 4 or 5 kids and 2 strollers, and all those kids are going to grow up and patronize these businesses. So we need to really work to identify, well, what are we lacking? What do we need? So you don't have to go to, the suburbs to get what you need. You should be able to get it here right in your neighborhood.
Well, actually, here's another trend too. The fact of the matter is that because this is the major religious community for Jewish people, what you're seeing is when, there is, in life in general, because I guess the rest of society is getting so non-religious, that the natural, rebellion thing now is to become religious. In response to society. So basically, people that are becoming born again from a Jewish standpoint are moving into this neighborhood.
Well, because it's easy access, and your synagogues are here. It's easy.
It used to be that the majority of the religious community was west of California, but I'll tell you that then on the Sabbath, on Saturdays, I'm seeing more and more Jewish people walking on my side. Of California.
Yeah, you do see that. It's interesting how you see people coming from further away, and just where these synagogues are popping up, there's more and more of them. It just makes so much sense that the business community has to then reflect on the neighborhood.
These aren't cheap structures either.
They're not. There's a lot of money going into them. If you look around the neighborhood, there's a lot of housing. People are making huge investments in their housing and, building additions to fit all these kids, and they need to have places to go.
Oh, that's very true. In the house, that's 100% true. That some of the houses here are gigantic, but they're not meant to be mansions. They're if you've got 10 kids, you need
more room. Yeah, and so you see people building all over the place in our neighborhood. It's a great neighborhood.
It is. By the way, the funny thing is that the popular houses in this neighborhood by me used to be the houses where the Irish Catholic families were, because they used to be the ones having the 10 kids.
Yep, and it's changed.
So when they move out, a Jewish family would move in there, with a large number. Yeah, it's definitely changed. That's for sure.
It's great though. So we're really excited. The Chamber's got a lot going on this summer. So we're really just looking forward to, kind of growing our market and just looking to attract new businesses. We don't have a ton of vacancies on Devon Avenue right now. We have some west of California. That's still a problem area, which again, this is why we're trying to figure out what should go there. But Devon Avenue going east is just hopping. It's so busy right now. So things are really, looking up, I think, for the neighborhood. And our streetscape is starting this summer, so that's going to be
cool.
Interesting as we all live through that together. But it's going to be the best for the whole neighborhood.
That sounds good. If people want to contact you in the Chamber?
They can either email me at they can go on our website, westridgechamber.org. They can also email me at westridgechamber@sbcglobal.net, or you can call me at 773-743-6022.
They can also Facebook you.
Or you can Facebook me, or Twitter me, or LinkedIn me.
773-743-6022.
Yes.
The website again?
westridgechamber.org.
Amie Zander, thank you so much. I appreciate you telling us about the Chamber activities. Thanks to my entire tech crew, Sonny Hirsch. Join us again next week, everybody. Bye-bye.